Harihi Om. Sai Ram, Vanakkam, Namaskar, Vandanam, Assalamu Alaikum, and Sat Sri Akal. Let's move on to another word of great volume, right? In everybody's journey, whether you're talking about, the normal materialistic journey, or whether you are referring to a spiritual journey, right? This word is called greed. If you look at it from a definition perspective, right? Cambridge University, Cambridge Dictionary for that matter, defines it as a strong desire to continually get more of something or anything, in many cases. It's a question of need, N-E-E-D, versus wants, W-A-N-T-S, needs versus wants. Gandhi said, anything that you don't need and that you can live without is nothing more than plain greed. Gandhi said that. And Swami Sri Satyasai said, greed is a demon that grows and destroys you. It consumes you in entirety at one point in time. And of course, the great Shankaracharya said, greed is one of the many thieves that are residing within your body. He said, these dacoits are not outside. They loot you of entire wisdom, peace, and a sense of being balanced in a world that is full of illusion, Maya. Beautifully he said that, right? So the topic of greed is of huge importance, and it impacts a person's spiritual evolution, spiritual journey. So I think I thought it was important that, I take this word and give it some sense or significance so that, everybody can benefit from it. Because everybody is at a different part of their journey, so you understand. So once, I think I may have shared this story when I did Bhajagovindam with you, but that was so long ago. So it's a good reminder, right? So once there lived a king, and we're talking about greed, okay? This king was of course, kings, they live in opulence and, wealthy, luxurious lifestyle. But he was not happy at all, despite of all his possessions and, wealth and opulence. So one day he heard someone singing in the hallway. And when he went out, it was one of his servants, who works in the kitchen, who was bringing food, for somebody. And he was merrily walking and singing away, as he was working. And this fascinated the king. And he was the supreme ruler of the land with all his wealth, but unhappy and rather gloomy. And he's saying, a lowly servant like this man is so much joy and happiness. So the king beckoned, he called the servant. And he asked him, why are you so happy? What is it that makes you so happy? And the servant with a bowed head said, Your Majesty, I am nothing but a servant, but I have enough, my family, my children. I have a nice small house, a wooden hut, but, there's warm food when I go back, and that's enough, so that when I work, I'm very happy because I don't need anything else. The king said, okay, you may go. And then he called his trusted advisor and he said, did you follow what was happening here? The minister said, yes, but he said, sire, this man, he's like this because he hasn't joined the 99 club. So the king was surprised. What, 99 club? What is that? And then the advisor said, the 99 club cannot be defined in any way. It has to be experienced. So if you trust me, I would like you to give me 99 pieces of gold coins in a bag, and I will go and leave it at the servant's doorstep. And then you watch the changes in this man that was before you, that was so happy, and you thought nothing can make him, any less. So the king said, rather peculiar request, minister, but, I will accede. I'll give you. So he gave him the 99 gold coins, which the minister put in a bag. And then he instructed one of the soldiers to go and leave it outside the man's house, as just before he reaches home. And then, of course, when the man reached home, he saw this bag of gold. He saw there was no one around. He took the bag and he looked inside. There was gold coins, right? So he thought, wow, he counted and there was 99. He counted again. There was only 99. He said, wow, normally these things come in hundreds, So where is that one coin? Maybe it dropped. So he started looking for it outside the house, And then his wife came, and then his two children came, and they all started to look for it. And then he said, okay, it's not here. They all went back after searching for it for a while. And then from that day onwards, he resolved, he said, I will work and get the 100th coin so that this bag becomes, 100 coins, gold coins. So the man slowly changed, he worked overtime. So he was overworked, he was grumpy, and he blamed his family whenever, things didn't go so well. So everything changed slowly but surely, right? Everything changed. And then he stopped singing. He wasn't smiling when he was working and all that. And the king went several times and noticed this. Witnessing this drastic transformation, the king was puzzled. He called his minister and said, what happened to this fellow? That's when the minister said, Your Majesty, the servant has now officially joined the 99 club. Right? Then he said, let me now explain to you what the 99 club is all about. He says, it's a club, where the name is given to those people who have enough to be happy, but they are never contented because they always want that little bit more extra. And they always say to themselves, let me get that one little thing. Let me get this, that. Let me just get this. And then, I'll be happy for my life. And when they get that, they move on to something else, right? Basically, Your Majesty, we can be very happy with what little we have. But the minute we are given something bigger and better, we want more. We continue with that. We want more, even more. We lose our sleep. We lose our happiness. And this is the price of greed. That's the 99 club. 0 membership fees to enter, but you pay for it with your entire life. Oh, my God, what Mahatma Gandhi said, the earth provides enough for every man's needs, but not sufficient for everyone's greed. And, a poor person is not one who has little, but he who needs little. That's a poor person. And greed is not a financial issue, it's a heart issue. And of course, from a spiritual perspective, it's a mind issue as well, right? Remember, as long as greed is stronger than compassion, there will always be suffering at a personal level and at, outside, external level. Until I see you next week, stay blessed.